What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live. We have a special guest joining us today. He goes by the name of Bedtime MMA. And here he is.
Oh my God. What's up, man?
We've got Bedtime MMA, Lucas Tracy, and it's time to discuss UFC 304. We're talking Plotty Man Blaydes. We're talking Belal Muhammad. Okay?
The GOAT.
We got Belal. We have Belal here with us. Bro,
before we discuss 304, can we just discuss the fact that you had me in the waiting room? This guy wouldn't even talk to me. This guy just had me waiting in the lobby. Like I'm a fucking... What is this, man?
We had him in the waiting room for about 30 seconds.
You changed, brother. You used to be humble guy, brother. You changed, brother.
All right,
That's crazy.
We've got Bedtime. Hope the training is going well, by the way. And
it's going good, man.
So, we've been hearing some takes. We've been hearing some Paddy Pimblett takes from you. We've been hearing some Belal takes. I was actually surprised to hear that you weren't. I don't know if everyone's watched the video that you put out yesterday. You put out a video titled that you believe in Belal.
I believe in him.
But you didn't seem so sure.
I believe in him, but I don't know. I feel like it's ridiculous to say that he will win a close decision in the UK. Like, I know how these judges, but that's why I'm picking Paddy Pimblett as well. I think even if Bobby Green, if you think Bobby Green won, he's not gonna get the decision. So, yeah, I think Paddy Pimblett's gonna beat him though.
Pimblett, listen, I actually do see there. A lot of these fights, I wish I had like a super definitive 100% take where I could go all in, like the Benoit Saint Denis Poirier take. But this card, these fights are actually kind of close.
The main card is completely pick'ems low key. It is genuinely coin flip main card. Yeah,
it actually is. It actually is a bit of a pick'em main card. But there is one fight though that you kind of have to go all in. I don't know what hoops and ladders people are going to be jumping through to convince us that Blaydes wins, unless you're one of those people.
I really want Blaydes to win, bro. I really want my boy Curtis Blaydes to get this W, man. It's not a thing that I think that Aspinall's not good. I think just Aspinall is just so good that even if Blaydes shows up at his best, Aspinall's still such a hard fight for him. But Blaydes is probably his hardest matchup. Let's be real here. It's probably Blaydes and Jones, the only guys that can really beat Aspinall. So if anybody's gonna do it, it will be Curtis Blaydes in this fight. Otherwise, if he beats Curtis Blaydes, there's no shame in that. You can't, Tom Aspinall's just going to be goated at that point, I think.
If he beats Curtis Blaydes, exactly. You've got anyone that beats Blaydes is a goat. Derek Lewis.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
You got Lewis.
Sergey Pavlovich.
Sergey Pavlovich. That's true. There's a lot of guys that have beat him, to be fair. There are plenty of people.
It really hasn't, bro. Ngannou, champ. Sergey Pavlovich fought for the interim belt. Derek Lewis fought for the belt.
He's not, that was a pity interim belt,
No, any title elimination.
The winner becomes the real champ. But Sergey Pavlovich, even though he was supposed to be the backup for that fight, fighting for the interim belt, you may as well say Emmett is a legend for fighting for the interim belt.
That's true, but he didn't have to. He didn't have to fight Aspinall. He could have just waited for a title shot because he was the #1 contender for beating Blaydes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think Blaydes is good. I just, people talk about this guy like he's a forever silver medalist in this division.
Listen, dude, here's my thing about Blaydes.
You can't take second 5 times and still be the second best guy in that division.
You can't hate on my boy Blaydes, dude. No, he's not, dude. He's not overrated, bro. People hate on this fucking guy. He was whooping Derek Lewis. That was a fluke. We all know it was a fluke. Nobody would pick Derek Lewis to beat him in a rematch. Let's be real here. He was beating Sergey Pavlovich. That was a fluke. I'm just kidding. But dude, come on. He was beating Pavlovich.
He actually was. We'll put him up for a minute for a good solid.
That's what I'm saying. The thing about heavyweight is it's such a low bar, but Blaydes is actually fast. He has good wrestling. He has good skills. This makes him an elite heavyweight. The fact that he's kind of fast and he can shoot a good takedown now and then. He can stuff a takedown every once in a while, unless it's Jailton Almeida. The fact that he has these basic abilities, he's an elite heavyweight. So I don't know, man. I feel like people gas up Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall beat Marcin Tybura, bro. People were picking Tai Tuivasa to beat Tybura. Let's not act like this guy's just, oh my God, he beat Marcin Tybura. Holy fuck. Right.
But the thing is, though, if Blaydes fights Tybura, he's having a feel out process, man. He's having a close battle with him. Blaydes going leg kick for leg kick with Tabora, takedown for takedown for a good round before he chins him. Aspinall just
He's not gonna chin him
cuts right through him in a minute. You know?
But I mean, that's what you're supposed to do to a blob. But Blaydes would just lay on him and just beat the fuck out of him. Like nobody would pick. Like what's Tabora gonna do to Curtis Blaydes? Nothing.
Tabora's
Almeida is a great win.
He earned his freedom.
Almeida's a great win.
Out.
I'm gonna be real. Almeida is an insane win for Blaydes, Loki, because there was a lot of people thinking that Almeida was gonna be like fighting Aspinall for the belt and fighting this shit for the belt. So I don't know. I feel like people kind of overlook that win as like, oh, whatever. But that's a good win, dude.
The Blaydes Almeida performance is a weird one because it's like he's getting ragdolled for a good 5 minutes.
It's like he Dustin Poirier, bro.
Like, yeah, he kind of does. It's kind of like similar to DP and Benoit Saint Denis, but Blaydes is a tricky case though because again, it's like you get ragdolled for 5 minutes and then he has this one moment. He did land an uppercut before he got the TKO. But then there's this like one weird fluky instance. It's like a Johnny Walker back of the head strikes moment up against the fence. He was getting, listen, I think Blaydes is good, but I think he's overrated. I think that Curtis Blaydes has had too many close rounds. He's had too many close
But is he overrated though? Because is anyone really saying like, dude, Curtis Blaydes is gonna fucking destroy Tom Aspinall? Like I'm the biggest Curtis Blaydes fan in the world probably, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm trying really hard to be biased.
The biggest Blaydes fan of the world is from Australia. Like it's such
that's what I'm saying, man.
Random place.
I don't even know why I don't even know why I'm such a big Blaydes fan. Like when I was talking to him about it, couldn't even explain. I was just like, bro, I'm just a huge fan of you, dude. I don't know why. I just fuck with Curtis Blaydes. But maybe dude, even I am like, man. Even I am like, bro, if he beats Aspinall,
maybe you feel bad for the fact that he's getting KO'd every now and then.
Hell nah, bro. You know what it is,
pity
dude?
Points, man.
I think it's kind of the same as Belal. I think he should have got a title shot, and it makes me root for him. Because when he beat Overeem, he should have got a title shot. You know what I'm saying, dude? He should have fought Stipe already. But
yeah, let me look up his what was his record like before he beat Overeem. I know that was his most famous finish. Like that's his famous Curtis Blaydes ground and pound finish. Him. Yeah, he did. Oh shit, he was actually on a pretty crazy win streak at one time.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He should have got the title shot.
He was on a pretty nutty win streak. Dude, Blaydes has so many fights in the UFC. He's been around for a minute. No, I see what you're saying. But I think that a lot of us can agree, and I think that you might agree with this. That might be the one fight that's not such a coin flip. Like the way Aspinall loses, in my opinion, and I want to hear your take on this. Like I want to hear how Blaydes wins from you. But in my opinion, and I'm not going to call it a fluke. All right, because people are gonna not like that, but I honestly think like Aspinall has to crumble up a little bit into an Anthony Smith ball up against the cage. I think his knee has to give out a little bit. I think there has to be a weird step that he takes for Blaydes to start just pummeling him. Then I could see Blaydes taking him down, taking advantage over a bad moment, a misstep, and then once you've got big Curtis Blaydes on you, he's like 275 in the cage.
Done for.
You're basically toast. But, a lot of people say they're toast, but actually they're often not toast. Maybe Aspinall still gets up and KOs them. Because the thing is, there's this narrative that Blaydes KOs people on the ground. I feel like he used to be better. But either way, that's one way I see it going down. The other way I see it going down is Aspinall goes in there with a mental block because he knows that the last time he fought Curtis Blaydes, he got horribly injured. And it was the worst night of his life. He could be jittery, and Blaydes could just be the one that's firing in all cylinders. Aspinall might not impose his will, and Blaydes might just chin him. Those are the two ways I see Blaydes winning. I struggle to find like a methodical. I know it's heavyweight, and like these guys don't have like the most intricate game plans, but I struggle to see like this methodical Curtis Blaydes game plan of breaking Aspinall down. It seems like it's an impossible task.
I think honestly, dude, I think he's gonna wrestle, man. I really do, man. I think he's gonna wrestle, dude. I really think Curtis Blaydes is going to wrestle, man. I think he's going to mix it up. No, but listen, I did talk to him about this because I'm not going to lie. When this got announced, I was like, bro, it's over for my boy. But I talked to him about it. I was like, dude, what's like, are you going to go in? Like, because this was right after the Pavlovich thing. I was like, bro, I didn't pick you. I picked you against Pavlovich and you fucking sold. And he was like, yeah, bro. Like, he just said he knows he's not going to do. Basically, he just said he's not going to try and outbox fucking Tom Aspinall. I don't want to give away his full game plan, but he's not. He's not going to try and outspeed.
He told you he was going to box with Pavlovich?
No, he just said that he was dumb for doing that. I was like, yeah, bro, I agree, dude.
Okay.
So
I didn't know you were
I
tight
think
with
he's
Blaydes.
gonna
That's
mix it up
interesting.
a little bit more. Bro, we're boys, man. We're boys, dude.
Okay.
This is a real thing, dude. But no, I feel like I look, I'm not picking Curtis Blaydes. I really want him to win, but I think if he wins, it will be because there's something about Tom Aspinall we don't know. Like it's either an injury or we've never seen this guy pass round 2. I know that's pretty hard for him to get out of round 2. The way that he fights, he's looking for a finish straight away. He's kind of like Charles Oliveira, like not in terms of his skills, but I just mean in terms of like if he most of his fights, he's either finishing you in round 1 or round 2. Like we've never seen this guy go to a decision. He doesn't fight to like win a round. I would like to see Tom Aspinall in round 3, especially against a guy that trains at elevation. Plus, we don't know if what does Tom Aspinall look like of his back? Like, what does he look like if he slips on a fucking banana peel and Blaydes is on top of him?
Right.
I don't know, man. I think I've seen more of Curtis Blaydes fighting, so I know what I'm getting. Whereas Tom Aspinall, if it leaves round 2, I don't really know what I'm actually getting. So
Blaydes
it's a tough fight for Blaydes, though. Tough fight for my boy.
Blaydes has dug deep. These guys are saying pre-recorded. This ain't pre-recorded, guys.
Yeah, bro.
Blaydes has dug deep. He had a 5-rounder against Volkov, and he wrestled him for 5 rounds. So Blaydes can push a pace. He can push a pace. You know, Blaydes.
And you yourself has said that sometimes beating somebody by decision is more impressive than finishing them straight away. You have said that's more of a conclusive victory. So
that's true. Hey. But at heavyweight, with the level of competition, when there's one heavyweight that we know is good,
dude, Volkov's good though.
Volkov is good. Volkov is good. No. I'm not saying Blaydes' performance over Volkov wasn't great. I'm just saying at heavyweight, when there's such a high chance of knocking someone out, I think if you're really good, and you also take into account that there's like not many talented fighters there, I think at heavyweight's a little bit different. You know what I mean? You kind of want to see a first-round finish from a guy like Tom Aspinall rather than a 4th-round finish from Cyril Gane. Because if Cyril Gane goes in there versus Aspinall, what are we going to say? Well, he's got the ability to dance around for 4 rounds, but Tom Aspinall's good footwork too. I don't know if the jab is enough. Like, I think power at heavyweight means a lot. It's good that Curtis Blaydes has it, though. And it's good that he has an ability to push a wrestling pace, though. And that's true. I mean, Aspinall, he could gas. We don't know. I think his conditioning's probably on point, but you never know. I mean, this guy had a brittle, what was it, a knee, an ACL injury? I don't remember the exact injury.
Bro, imagine he just tears that shit again, dude. I swear
to God. If he tears it in the first round, then you just know Blaydes. He's like the Mateus Gamrot at heavyweight.
Blaydes just the GOAT. Blaydes just owns him.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah.
Blaydes, you're going to have to say Blaydes owns him if Aspinall gets injured again. Because part of it is going to be Aspinall so nervous. Blaydes is going to be in his head. It's not just he gets injured.
Blaydes, dude, yeah.
It's going to be scared of the outcome against Blaydes, and he's going to take a misstep and he's going to fuck himself up. So,
dude,
that could happen. It is possible. You never know.
But that's how good Aspinall is. This is like the only outcome I can think of where it's like, bro, Blaydes. If he gets injured, Blaydes has got this one. It's a tough fight, dude. Yeah. But it's not against Curtis Blaydes. It's just how good Aspinall is. Like.
Yeah.
Even Leon, I think Leon's good. I just think Belal's a bad matchup for him. But I'm not delusional. I think if it goes to a decision, they're going to give it to fucking Leon Edwards. Even if Belal pieces him up with his body kick and his switching stances.
I feel like everyone is a bad matchup for Leon. It's funny because we always say the same thing about Belal. And I'm talking about like the Weasel. Everyone's always saying he's a nightmare for Belal. Shavkat's a nightmare for Belal. Gilbert, I said it, is a nightmare for Belal. I actually think there's not a great style for Leon to dominate. I just don't think Leon's capable of dominating anyone in this division. No. I mean, he did have a clean performance.
Really chinny, I feel like.
Yeah. Right. I mean, that's the thing. Like, Edwards leaves it so close every single time he fights. I do think, though, Belal, I want to hear why you think he's a tricky matchup for Leon, because I think Belal's good, but I think that Leon is going to have his number. I think Leon is in his head. Leon outstruck him. Leon freaking schooled him.
I feel like Belal's in Leon's head. Leon fucking hates this guy, bro. Dude, Leon hates this guy. I don't know why. Leon's trying to kill this guy. But, dude, in terms of him outstriking him in the first fight, come on, man. Come on now, man. He landed a head kick, didn't drop him, recovered immediately, grabbed Leon, put him against the fence, bullied him. Don't let him bully your son. Don't let him bully your son. He put him against the fence and then elbowed him, dude.
Elbow.
Belal Muhammad was landing,
I saw the elbow. I saw the elbow.
Yeah, bro. Belal Muhammad was landing body kicks on him. Slick. He was switching stances on him. He was out grappling. Dude, Leon is the only one that shot a takedown in that fight, not Belal. He felt the power of Belal Muhammad. He got scared. He shot a takedown. He knows what's up,
Belal,
dude.
Man.
He knows what's up, dude.
Belal's hungry. He is hungry. It seems like he's got a lot of momentum going into this. I mean, 100%.
I think Belal Muhammad's pressure is gonna be a big deal because people look at his takedown accuracy as like, oh, bro, this guy's a shit wrestler. He's just shooting takedowns to make you tired. Like, he's not trying to take you down. Leon Edwards will shoot a full takedown attempt and get stuffed. And we've seen Leon, call me crazy. Am I crazy that Leon Edwards slows down so much? Like in the Colby fight, he was slowing down. I feel like
Leon,
in Kamaru
Leon
Usman
does
too, obviously
have a
elevation,
questionable gas tank. Even he won the 5th against Usman in the trilogy. So there's that. But he does, I see, like he lost the 5th round to Colby, but he took him down though. You know what I mean? He took Colby down. Like, I think
he's not taking down Belal though.
I think he had a lapse of judgment more than he was gassing out in the 5th. Like he was winning the 5th against Colby until he went for the back. Colby got out of the body triangle and was in his guard for the rest of the round. Yeah, Leon does tire out, but let's see. Do you think Belal's pace is that good? Because I think it's overrated, honestly.
I think it's better than Colby Covington right now. He's not going to be as gun shy as Colby. He's already fought this guy, and he wasn't really like gun shy in that first fight either. And I feel like the thing with Belal Muhammad is like Colby Covington's not a big welterweight. He was pretty like in that 5th round when he stopped doing his fucking iCarly stance and he actually tried. I swear to God, he picked up Leon's leg and ragdolled him, like just dropped him straight away, took him down. I feel like Belal Muhammad's going to be bigger. He's going to be stronger. He's going to be better in the clinch than Colby. He's not going to be squared up to be kicked to the body as much, and he's not going to get chewed up to the legs as much because he switches stances a lot and actually has offense from both stances. Colby Covington will switch stances, but he doesn't do anything with it. And Belal Muhammad doesn't do the fancy bullshit of Kamaru Usman. Usman tries to look really technical and just like sometimes he doesn't even know what he's doing. I feel like Belal Muhammad will just do his own thing. Like he's not trying to be technical. He's not faking switching stances. He actually does have attacks from multiple stances. He'll shoot takedown attempts to make you tired. If he wants to get you down, he is a good wrestler. I think he will be able to take down Leon at least like a couple of times. I don't think it'll be easy, but I think he can do it. And if he can get takedowns early, I think it's going to change the striking for Leon. It's not going to make it as easy for him. We saw him against Usman in the 2nd fight and even in the 3rd fight, dude. You know, I think it's kind of crazy when people are like, oh, Leon's levels above this guy. They're pretty similar in terms of the way that they fight. Like I would say Belal Muhammad's higher output, less power, less accurate, probably more of a grappler. But yeah, I don't know, man. People really shit on Belal. I don't get it. He's on a 10-fight unbeaten streak. You don't get to that if you're like trash. If you're like a fraud, you're not winning 10 fights in a row. It's not possible in the UFC. But I don't know, man. It's a close fight too. I think the way that they fight, it's gonna be a decision. It's gonna be close. That's why I think Leon will get the nod from the judges. But I believe in Belal Muhammad. I think he can do this.
He could, man. I mean, again, I think Leon does slow down a little bit. I think the whole hating Belal thing, like, listen, I think it may have been a little bit more warranted about a year ago or a year and a half ago. Probably before the, what's his name? Before the Sean Brady fight. I could understand people poking fun of it, but it's just a little bit overplayed at this point. Like, Belal, he destroyed Sean Brady. He went after him. And against Gilbert Burns, to be fair, it is a little bit pathetic that he just did enough to beat Gilbert Burns, even though it was kind of like a clear fight. You had
let's not act like Leon Edwards would not. Leon Edwards would do the exact same fucking thing. Let's be fucking real. Leon.
That's the thing,
dude.
Yeah. He might have the same Gilbert Burns in front of him and beat him the exact same way.
No, he would do even less. Leon would throw even less, bro. Leon would throw even less. He threw 60 strikes against Colby, bro.
He was literally doing the Strickland Costa game plan.
Oh my fucking God, dude.
Colby Covington just teeps every now and then. He'd throw a punch, but I could see Belal maybe getting to Leon Edwards. The thing is with Leon, I feel like he's a bit of I think he's a head case, Leon Edwards. You know what I mean? He's got to have his coaches to tell him, don't let him bully his son.
Yeah, I think that's a big factor.
He seems easily rattled, and it's not just the Colby thing. Leon has, his eyes. He's got the googly eyes that go in separate directions. Leon has got.
So does Belal, low-key. Belal does too.
He's got Belal does, but Belal's more focused. Leon Edwards is, his eyes are rattled. He's like a rattled guy. He's constantly rattled. I could see Belal, if Belal takes him down and talks shit to him a little bit, like Habib did to Michael Johnson or Habib did to Conor McGregor. I could see that being the.
And he's training with them, bro.
The camel's back.
He's training with Khabib as well. Come on,
is Khabib gonna walk him out? Is the question. Because if Khabib's in the corner, if Khabib's in the corner, I could see Belal just steamrolling Leon and just not fearing the KO. Belal had a different pep in his step when he fought what was his name? Sean Brady. He went after.
I'm telling you, man.
I kind of want to see Belal win. Like, I think Leon does win. Listen, I would love to sit here because a week ago, before I like watched the tape again, I wanted to do a Leon easily beats Belal. Like, it ain't even fucking close. But I could see it, man. It's actually
you should have done it,
the
bro.
way Leon fights. I mean, I got to go with the safe pick in Leon Edwards. I think he's a little bit too crisp with his knees, with his clinch striking. And I think that the thing that made me pick Leon is I just think his distance management is on another level. I think when people get in there with him, they figure out that it's so much harder to get to him than they thought. And he's a lot faster than they thought. And I think that's really what's going to be difficult for Belal. But I kind of want Belal to finish Leon. I think that would be...
I'm praying for it, bro.
That would be insane. It would probably be just as big, if not bigger, than Dricus Du Plessis beating Robert Whittaker. It'd probably be bigger.
This is going to be a Strickland... It's like a Strickland Izzy level win, bro, if he pulls this shit off. I'm going to be real right now. If Belal Muhammad... I'm doing a fight companion for this pay-per-view. If Belal Muhammad wins, I'm doing a face reveal. I am turning on the camera immediately if Belal Muhammad wins, bro. This is the biggest... Dude, this is the biggest moment in the channel's history if Belal Muhammad wins, dude.
I don't know if... Are you serious? You're actually doing the face reveal?
Yeah, 100% serious. If Belal Muhammad wins, I'll do a face reveal. 110%. I'll turn on the camera right there.
Damn. Okay, bro. Bedtime. His face is on the line with this fight.
Come on now, bro.
His face is on the line. Will once you do the face reveal, is it going to be... Are you going to be doing content with your face for the rest of the channel's history, or is it
maybe
just once?
Maybe on live streams. Maybe on live streams.
On live streams, okay.
Probably not in the videos.
All right, well... All right, so the official pick for both of these fights for you is Aspinall, and you're going with Leon by robbery decision. You think it's going to be a robbery?
Yeah.
You think
Leon? I'm not going to say by robbery. Hey, maybe. You know, I don't know. I could see that happening, but I think regardless of the outcome, I think people are going to have more respect for Belal. That's my hope, at least, but I think they will. I think the way that he fights, that he'll have a couple of badass moments, or he'll do something cool, and people will be like, okay, I actually like Belal. He's actually a good fighter. But yeah, probably Leon by like 48-47 decision. That's what I'm thinking. Probably loses the 5th round, but like clutches up early. And then I think Aspinall, I don't think he's going to KO Curtis Blaydes. I think he's going to get a submission.
Based MMA says Bedtime is a fence sitter.
What? How am I a fence sitter, bro? I'm literally picking Leon, but I'm rooting for Belal. Bro, who the fuck is that guy?
Bedtime. I will say, I think out of all the MMA YouTubers, you have the most robbery decision and draw decision type of predictions out there.
But that's usually true, though, right? I'm keeping it fucking real,
it's happened on a couple of occasions, but you know, you picked... Didn't you pick Ilia Topuria by decision over Volk?
I did, bro. I was trying to be respectful to Volk, bro.
That's the thing. You're trying to be respectful. I love when people say they're trying to be respectful. Like, it's disrespectful to pick Ilia to knock Volk out. I mean...
It is. You can't drop a video and saying you can't, Lucas.
It's even more disrespectful the other way around.
No, it's. I don't give a fuck about Topuria. I don't give a fuck about Topuria.
It's more disrespectful to say someone beats your favorite fighter by decision.
Dude, you know what's
that means they're going to
disrespectful?
outpoint them and outskill them. It's better to say that they're just going to land one bomb.
Dude, you're the one dropping videos being like, Gilbert Burns has to slip on a banana peel to lose this fight. That's disrespectful as fuck to Belal Muhammad.
I mean, I think that was the year of the fluke, though. You know what?
That was the curse.
We've not had a lot of flukes this year. I feel like that was... I can't even say that my predictions were bad. I think everyone was getting them wrong, but fair enough. But
Hey, don't say everybody, bro. Come on, man. I tried to tell you about a couple of those ones, man.
But I don't think I've seen anyone do... Wait, you've done draws? You've done...
No, I've never picked the draw.
I've never picked the draw, bro. There have been multiple robbery decisions in there.
I have never picked the draw. I just said... perfect example. Dricus and Sean Strickland, bro. I picked Strickland by decision. He loses by robbery decision. So I have a good eye for things like this. Because you guys were picking, Dricus by KO, Dricus by KO. I was like, no fucking chance, bro. It's going to go to a decision.
We need you to go all in on the Izzy and DDP one. We need you to go all in on one of these.
I'm picking Izzy by KO. Izzy will KO him and do a Wakanda Forever over his body. He's doing
Wakanda Forever TikTok.
Bro, Izzy's going to Izzy's going to drop a hard speech on him, bro. I swear, dude.
I'm dreading that moment if it happens, because you just know Adesanya is going to do the worst TikTok dance.
He's going to be insufferable. Yeah.
The most.
But you know what I am all in on?
Speech. Yeah.
I am all in. Paddy Pimblett's going to beat Bobby Green. I think people are really overrating Bobby Green, dude. And they hate Paddy Pimblett, so they'll never pick him. But I've got Paddy Pimblett by decision. I saw Guru picked him as well, but I've been saying this for months.
I know you've been hyping up Paddy. I think you've been overrating him a bit, though. I think you've been overrating him just a tiny bit.
No way, man. Dude, Bobby Green is not that good, bro.
I think Green is good. The only thing that holds him back is his chin. All right,
He's been chinned like 4 times in the past 2 years, bro. I'm not picking him, dude.
That's because he's facing Jalen Turner. He's facing Drew Dober. He's pillow hands. He's got pillow hands. All right,
exactly. But people are saying this guy KOs Paddy Pimblett. He's got literal pillow hands. He's a decisionator, and he's chinny as fuck. So his defense is like even worse now. He's 37, isn't he? 37, 38?
Yeah, I think he's 38. I think people...
Oh, dude, I'm not picking this guy, man. I'm not picking this guy. He got dropped by Tony Ferguson. He was getting schooled by Jared Gordon. He got rocked by Jared Gordon.
He was getting pieced up, but I think Green... I don't know. That was a weird Bobby Green. That was a one-off. Green doesn't normally look that trash. Green normally looks...
People talk about Paddy Pimblett versus Jared Gordon, and that was an injury. That was also a one-off. He was injured. He kicked him. Yeah. He kicked him in the foot, broke his foot immediately. So people will use that fight. But then, Bobby Green by KO against Paddy Pimblett. What? No,
right? Man. But the thing is, though, Bobby Green doesn't struggle with bums. Wait.
Paddy's
you can't. Wait, don't even. He knocked out Jared Gordon, son. He knocked out Jared Gordon. Fair and square. Fair. No, he didn't knock him out. He didn't knock him out. Hold on. Dude. Aside from the Jared Gordon weird performance, let me just say this. There's 20 Green performances. There's only one Jared Gordon performance. All right? There's 7 Paddy Pimblett fights. There's 7 Paddy Pimblett shitty performances. That's all I'm going to say.
No, it's not.
There have been
what?
That's what I'm saying. There have been too many moments against Ferguson. Guess who beat up Ferguson better on the ground? Guess who beat up Ferguson better on the ground?
Paddy Pimblett dropped him and nearly finished him. Bobby Green didn't even. Bro, he got dropped by Tony.
Wrestler Bobby Green that hasn't wrestled since the 80s.
All right, Lucas, I want you to pick the guy that got dropped by Tony Ferguson
better. He got dropped. That's the thing. Getting dropped. Bobby Green gets dropped every fucking day, dude. This guy's getting dropped in sparring every day. He's all good, though. He wins the fights when it matters.
All right. So he gets dropped every fight. He's been chinned multiple times, but he's going to beat Paddy Pimblett, who has a crazy chin, who throws flying knees when Bobby Green ducks his head so much and leans out to the side.
Crazy chin. Who's he proven his chin against?
Bro, who's rocked him?
Big, powerful Jared Gordon.
Nobody's rocked him.
You got a little
I've seen Bobby Green get put on Crip Street by Jared Gordon, bro. Come on now. Jared Gordon, dude.
He's gotten rocked by Vendramini. Okay, but listen. This is why. Let me tell you why I think Paddy Pimblett is overrated. I think that MMA Guru. I think that a lot of people these days, since there's this whole Paddy Pimblett shit narrative, and I don't think Paddy Pimblett's shit, but since it's such a popular semi-casual narrative that Paddy Pimblett's just dog crap. I think it's similar to the whole Belal beats Leon thing, in that I think people want to go away from the masses. I think they want to have a bit of a different take, and I think they want to say things like, you know what, he's actually pretty underrated though. I think he's actually top 15 material, man. I don't think he's top 15. I don't think he's that good. I think he's right below Jared Gordon level. I think that Paddy Pimblett, you can't be struggling that much with Jared Gordon. I know he injured his foot. There was no takedowns. Where were the takedowns? Grant Dawson got his back. I'm talking about Jared Gordon. Grant Dawson submitted Jared Gordon. Grant Dawson had Damir Ismagulov in a horrific position. He was big brothering Damir Ismagulov. All right? Grant Dawson is someone that, in my opinion, has proven that he's a better, more dominant wrestler and grappler than Paddy Pimblett. Pimblett's going he's having a close clinch fest, scrape him first round against, what's his name, Jordan Levitt, and he's out there in the UK in 2022 against that, I forget his name, the Hispanic guy that he was fighting, the Mexican guy, and he's taking him until the second round, or maybe it was the first.
Yeah, but he's finishing these guys. He's finishing these guys.
He's finishing them, but he's struggling to get the takedowns, and these are the biggest bums that the UFC has to offer. You can't lose a fight to Jared Gordon that clearly and compare him to Bobby Green. I know Green was getting beat by Gordon.
Green was losing. What are you doing?
Wait.
Paddy Pimblett did not look like that against fucking Jared Gordon, bro. He decided to strike with him, and he still won the fight based on damage. According to the judges, listen, I'm not saying he won that fight definitively. I'm just saying it wasn't I don't know, dude. Like that's such a shit performance that it almost like it's such an outlier in terms of the other fights. Like you watch the other fights, he is grappling most of the time. He's landing better shots, even against these bums. Like he is grappling against Jared Gordon. I don't know why, because of the injury, I guess he decided to just box. He looked like shit, but against Tony Ferguson, you could see that, like, damn, this guy does have power. Even though Tony Ferguson sucks, I'm not saying, oh my god, this guy's a great fighter. He beat fucking Tony Ferguson. I mean, that's one of the better wins of Bobby Green's fucking recent memories. Is that Tony Ferguson fight? So I don't know why people are kind of like.
I think
he lost to Drew Dober. He lost to all these other guys.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Paddy Pimblett, the way he beat Tony, first off, he had a close first round up until the knockdown. Like, the knockdown was crazy. He had, like, a three-piece big combination landed. Then he threw a flying knee at him, and he dropped him. That was amazing. But that was, like, one really dominant moment. If you watch the first round with Pimblett and Tony, they're kind of going tit for tat a little bit. Bobby Green versus Tony. This is how Bobby Green versus Tony goes. Bobby Green styling on Tony from the get-go. All right, styling on him from the get-go, and he gets dropped. And then, like, Bobby Green always gets dropped. He recovers.
Then he eye pokes him.
It's total annihilation. It's like 10 levels above.
After the eye poke.
Annihilation. After the eye poke, there was an eye poke, but I'm telling you, man, Tony Ferguson was cooked.
Classic Bobby Green there. Classic Bobby Green.
Well, that's something Pimblett's got to worry about.
Headbutting. Yeah, I know, bro. He's going to have to deal with Queen Green fucking headbutting him, dude. But listen, man, I just think that the thing with Bobby Green is people are so confidently picking Bobby Green as if he's like this elite ranked contender. Oh my god, this guy's ranked, bro. He's fought all the best of the best. Dude, come on, man. Bobby Green makes it so close in every fight that goes to a decision, unless you're like a complete old man like Jim Miller, like, or you're Tony Ferguson. Other than that, it's like a competitive fight. Like if you go to a decision with him, I think Paddy Pimblett's going to have better output than Tony Ferguson. Obviously, like he's not a 40-year-old corpse. I think he's got maybe equal or slightly more raw power than Bobby Green. And Bobby Green is chinny as fuck now. Against Jim Miller, every single time Jim Miller touched it, even when Jim Miller was on death's doorstep, like he was getting pieced up in that fight, he got destroyed. That was a great performance by Bobby Green. Jim Miller touched him on the chin every single time Bobby Green was wobbled. Every single time Bobby Green was wobbled. I know Jim Miller has knockouts, but let's not act like he's Francis Ngannou at lightweight. It's not like we're talking about Drew Dober knocking him out. I'm not going to hold that against him. Jalen Turner. That's a life-changing stoppage.
Jim Miller will leap into one, man. You can't disrespect Jim Miller's pop.
No, but everything he touched him with, it's not even like a big shot from Jim Miller. It's like glancing shots were hurting Bobby Green.
All right, let me ask the chat a question. Who do you guys think wins, Paddy Pimblett or Jim Miller? If they were to have fought at UFC 300, who would have won, Miller or Pimblett? This is the deciding factor. This is what I'm talking about. This is kind of, hold on. This is kind of like my thought process. I know that it's MMA math. Oh, shit. People go, hey, you guys are going with Pimblett? Miller? Bro.
Oh, hell yes.
You guys have been swayed by MMA Guru's interview.
No, literally, Paddy Pimblett does win that. That's facts. That's facts.
No, he doesn't, bro. Jim Miller fucking
What does Jim Miller do to him? Jim Miller's going to have to grapple with him. He's not
him up with his frog physique,
No, Jim Miller's a featherweight, bro.
Jim Miller boxes him up with his frog physique, son.
Jim Miller's a old man, journeyman, craftsman.
Listen, what does Paddy Pimblett do to Miller is the question. What does he KO him?
Jim Miller's got a granite chin. Head off the canvas, lad.
Bounce his head off the canvas. Bro, Jim Miller doesn't get KO'd. Miller's got a great chin.
Nah, Paddy Pimblett would just size mog him, dude. I think Paddy Pimblett would just clinch him up and control him.
Dude, it's actually...
And he'd have a good enough chin to survive.
I'm actually shocked that so many people are going with Pimblett. Like, I swear, bro, a month ago, people would have been saying Miller.
No,
I think that there's a lot of... Pimblett's not as bad as people think sort of shit.
But he isn't, though. He isn't, though. He's actually like...
Wait. No. I agree with that, but I think that there's... I think they've gone too far. With the whole, like, listen, man, we all said he was shit, but he's actually truly elite. He's actually truly elite, bro. No,
just accept that
I'm accepting that he's underrated by casuals, but I'm accepting that he's overrated by hardcores. He's underrated by casuals, but overrated by hardcores. The hardcores are straight up out here saying, listen, he's not shit. He's actually truly the dark horse of the division. Like, he's truly top 5.
Well, listen, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he beats Bobby Green, and I think the hardcores are overrated Bobby Green in this fight.
Is overrated.
That's what I'm saying. No, but Bobby Green is getting glazed as if he's this elite fighter. He's
listen, I know Green's got some issues. I know Green's got some issues.
He was dead on the canvas.
That is true, but that's against Jalen Turner. Round 1, Jalen Turner is the lightweight champ.
Jalen Turner lost to
Who's beat Jalen Turner in a round? Hooker. Has anyone ever stolen a round off of Jalen Turner? Is the question.
Dude, Dan Hooker had that guy quitting with one punch. Dan Hooker, who's in slow motion.
Well, he's the Tin Man. He's the Tin Man. I agree. I think that Jalen Turner he's got the Tin Man heart, honestly. Moicano, fuck, dude, I can't believe Moicano.
Matt Frivola beat Jalen Turner, bro. Come on now. Dude, I'm telling you, like, bro, Bobby Green, he's good, but like, let's not act like, oh my god, Bobby Green by whatever he destroys Paddy Pimblett. I think, and I hate to bring this out again. I'm pretty confident Paddy Pimblett's gonna win this, but listen, dude, if it's a close fight and it goes to the judges in the UK, who do you think they're fucking giving it to? Come on, bro.
They're giving it to Pimblett. Listen. I understand that it's an interesting fight, but again, the way I see Paddy winning is by knocking Green down and jumping on him or knocking him out. And
I think he can drop him. I think he will drop him.
He could definitely drop him. I even think he probably will.
Flying knee.
But I don't think his grappling is good enough to take down Bobby Green. That's the issue with Pimblett's grappling. He's got to work you into the clinch. He's got to smudge you up against the fence for a minute. He's got to get a couple of takedowns denied. Bobby Green is fast on his feet, and he's got good strength. He's going to be able to shuck him off and get out of the way. And I just don't think there's going to be like, listen, I think Pimblett is an overrated grappler. I think his jiu-jitsu is okay. I think his jiu-jitsu is pretty good. He can take the back. He's got good submissions.
His wrestling's a bit sus, though, yeah.
His wrestling ain't shit, and that's the issue.
He's got good judo, though. He does have good judo.
He does have good judo, yeah. He has got great hip tosses. His judo is good. But, like, when have we seen Paddy Pimblett shoot a blast double leg? Like, when have we seen Paddy Pimblett
I don't think he will,
like
though. I think he'll get on the fence against... I think he'll get on the fence against Bobby Green. I could see him. Yeah, I think he's... I don't know. I think if he gets... I think he's big and strong. He's a big fucking dude as well. I think if he gets a hold of Bobby Green against the fence, he can work his way around to the back. I could see him kind of climbing on his back and working like that, or trying to take him down from the back body lock, because that's a lot easier to do than a double leg, even on a good wrestler. If you get back body lock, like you're in a good position to get a takedown there, you know, man. So I don't know. I just think Bobby Green, like, dude, Paddy Pimblett just has plot armor as well, though. I just cannot see him losing to Bobby Green. Like, it's just such a career mode win for Paddy Pimblett, bro.
Right.
I think when Paddy loses, it's gonna be a legit KO guy who just finally catches him and just puts him out. I think that's what it's gonna be when Paddy Pimblett loses. Like, right. I don't know. I think this bad matchup.
Someone would pop.
Someone outside. Like, there's people outside the rankings.
For sure.
Yeah, there's people outside the rankings I would pick to beat Paddy Pimblett. I'm not saying, oh, he's 100% like
Pimblett versus Benoit. Who wins?
Paddy Pimblett, come on, dude.
No, man.
Round 3 submission, dude. Round 3 submission.
You know Benoit's winning that. You know Benoit
probably head kicks.
Okay, but let's talk about Pimblett's gas tank. Let's talk about his gas tank. This is the thing, though. If Pimblett does, let's listen, because I think it's possible that Pimblett flatlines Bobby Green, face plants him. I think we could see a 3 million, 4 million view video on the UFC's YouTube channel.
Yeah, I can see that
by Sunday. I could see Paddy Pimblett getting the KO. That'd be pretty awesome. But if he doesn't. If he doesn't, his cardio, we got to talk about Pimblett's cardio. It looked a little bit sus against Ferguson, too. It looked a little bit off against, what's his name? Jared Gordon.
Give you that.
Against Ferguson, he was holding on for dear life in that third round. He was breathing heavily.
But that's because he almost finished him in round 1. Like, that's a big adrenaline dump. I think if he has a moment like that against Bobby Green, first of all, I think Bobby Green's going out if he gets hit with those shots. I think Tony Ferguson's chin is fucking insane, even now. And like he said, he made a really good point in his interview with Guru, actually. He did say, like, any other fighter, a referee probably stops that fight. But because it's Tony Ferguson, they know how tough he is. They let him go, which I actually
gotta watch
the
finish back. But it might be true. But the thing is, if it's Green that gets dropped like that, he probably is getting
He's going
out.
He's going out.
Chin is bad. But the thing is, I don't know if he's getting hit by that, though. He's not getting hit by a flying knee.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the only reason we saw him so tired in round 3 was because he legit was trying to finish one of the hardest to finish fighters in UFC history. Even though Tony Ferguson's washed, he is still, like, Charles Oliveira didn't finish him when he was like a bald zombie in the apex. Like, he should have finished him in hindsight. But still, I think if he's not going to have that big of a dump against Bobby Green, like, he's either going to finish him or he's just going to win a decision based on damage and control time and a bit of, UK luck. That's what I think.
A bit of UK luck would go a long way, but that crash died. I don't know if it's only him having an adrenaline dump. I think a little bit of it has to do with that crash diet. I think that Paddy Pimblett's diet is so harsh. I think that he's an all gas no brakes guy. I think that once you get into the third round, that's when that crash diet starts to fail him. I'm a little bit worried for Pimblett's gas tank in that sense too, because I think that he's getting down in weight, but he's doing it so quickly. I think Pimblett goes into his training camps like super fat, and I don't know. He's in good shape. I mean, there's no denying that, but I don't know. I think there's a difference between getting in great shape, like perfect shape, and then kind of like, I don't know, forcing your body to get lean as quick as possible. Like, there's a difference between getting in really solid shape and losing a fuckload of weight as fast as possible. And I think Paddy might be trying to lose a shitload of weight as fast as possible. Listen, I'm sure he's done this a million times, but his diet in the offseason, he needs to clean that up. I know he's not getting as heavy as he used to. He talked about that in some interviews as well. He used to blow up a lot higher than he is now, but when you're crash dieting, that's not great for performance at all. So that's another thing that Paddy Pimblett might have to work on in the future. So you're going with Pimblett. You think? What do you think?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Going to be a KO? You think it's KO?
Probably decision. 29-28. I think Bobby Green will probably
call
win.
You a fence sitter. This is why
I'm not a fence sitter, though. I can say I think he's going to clearly win.
A decision.
You're the one that said he's going to knock him out. I said that he can, but I don't think he will. I think Bobby Green's got decent defense, but I think Paddy Pimblett's going to win clearly. I'm confidently picking Paddy Pimblett, but I'm not like you can't pick every fight by KO, bro.
Is the decision guy. Bedtime is the decision guy.
How many main cards are all finishes though?
I mean, yeah, that's true, but they can't all be decisions.
But every time you were like, this guy's gonna win by round 1 submission, dude, it goes to a fucking decision every time, bro. Or it's
round
like
round 1 KO. You know, I kind of chuckle when I hear people say things like, I think Aspinall is gonna KO him in the third round. I think a third or fourth round KO. Like, I hate that prediction when I hear that. That's such a horrible prediction, bro. I can see Blaydes. Blaydes third round KO, okay, fair enough. Yeah. But anyone saying I just think Aspinall maybe a third, fourth round, like what the fuck do you think is gonna happen in the first couple? Aspinall is a round 1, round 2 guy.
Yeah, it has to fit the fighter, dude. Like I picked Poirier to KO Benoit by round 3 KO because I thought he would like have a tough like start and then, you know, kind of melt him. But yeah, I'm not gonna pick fucking. Dude, Paddy Pimblett, round 3 fucking submission, dude. I think he's gonna win he's probably gonna win a fucking decision because Bobby Green's like not a complete bum. Like I think he's gonna win a decision. You know, Leon Edwards, Belal Muhammad, that's probably going the distance, dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you want me to.
Yeah.
I feel like you're trying to sabotage me, Lucas. I think
you're trying to the solar plexus. I think it's gonna be a knee to the solar plexus, round 1.
Round 3 TKO by Leon Edwards.
Yeah, dude, I'm tired of people picking Leon by like they'll be like, I just think Leon's gonna do a little bit more than him. They'll talk about it for 5 minutes. I just think Leon's a little bit crisper, a little bit this, more of that, and then they'll be like, round 1 KO for Leon Edwards.
Leon by head kick KO, bro. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I know Leon can hurt people. I know he can KO people, but I don't know, like. Aspinall round 3 KO, Leon Edwards round 1 face plant KO, shit like that.
The only highlights they have of Leon Edwards is the head kick. They just have 4 angles of the head kick in his highlight. And every other fight is just like him getting his hand raised. I love it.
Yeah. Leon Edwards' fights, dude, I'm telling you, they're hard to watch, bro. They're hard. The Nate Diaz fight is shit. The Nate Diaz fight is atrocious, man.
Come on, man.
Speaking of Nate Diaz, we got to talk about Jake Paul. I want to hear your take on this just because I remember Nate fought Jake. So Jake Paul beat Mike Perry. I actually thought Perry could beat him, but it's not surprising that Jake Paul whooped Perry's ass. He's bigger than him. Perry, people forget, man, but Perry was like he was cut from the UFC. He was losing to guys like Tim Means. He was getting outboxed in moments against Mickey Gall, bro. Yeah, he's not a great striker. I think people overrate him just because of the aura, but
he's just tough.
I think that Jake Paul could maybe beat Alex Pereira. Honestly, I think. I
gotta go, man. That's just what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't think. Hold on. I think Pereira beats him. I'm just saying. Do you think it's as simple as like, yeah, man, Pereira fucking 99% chance? Like, I don't know if that's the case. I think people got to stop saying that.
How does Jake Paul beat him? He's not bigger than him. He's not better than him. He's not like he has not.
I think Pereira knocks him out. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
like every time Jake Paul wins. Hold on. Every time, guys, I think Pereira beats him. Don't go so crazy. I think Pereira beats him.
Dude, you just said Jake Paul beats him. What?
No. I said I think he could beat him. I don't think it's crazy to suggest that.
How? Why? How?
I'm not. Okay, listen. That's not a horrible take. That ain't a horrible take.
That is a horrible take.
No, it ain't. Hold on, I'll explain.
That is terrible.
Every time Jake Paul wins, all right, the next MMA fighter to throw his name in the hat, people were like, 99% chance. Fucking dude, Jake doesn't want that fight. Bro, MMA fighters can't box. Alex Pereira isn't that great of a boxer. You know, like, dude, Pereira's sparring with, like, unknown boxers. He sparred this boxer in, I think it was Australia or something. He may have been British. I don't know. I mean, listen, this guy's huge. This guy's a heavyweight. He's like a big dude. He's bigger than Alex Pereira. I mean, Pereira wasn't so dominant, all right? I know Jake Paul is built like a piece of tofu compared to that guy, but still. Like, I'm just saying, hold on. I don't think Pereira dog walks Jake Paul. That's all I'm saying. No, like, I think there are competitive rounds.
You've come back to reality. Okay, you've come back to reality. All right. We came back.
But you gotta admit, people gotta stop saying the whole like 99%.
Yeah.
He eats him alive. I think Jake Paul versus Adesanya. All right. I think Jake Paul beats Adesanya. I think there's only a handful of fighters in the upper weight classes that beat Jake Paul.
Yeah, Adesanya's boxing is not like that high level. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about Roman Kopylov, man. I think there's a couple guys.
Okay, dude.
Roman Kopylov.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm joking about Kopylov.
Anthony Hernandez, yeah.
Hernandez. I think Hernandez could outbox him, dude.
Yeah,
but
BSD beats him, dude.
I think Strickland maybe. I think Whitaker maybe. But I don't know about Whitaker. Whitaker's got a suspect chin.
I can see Whitaker getting chinned, bro.
Whitaker's got a suspect chin. That's what I'm saying. Dude, but people would say Whitaker's 100% going to win.
Oh, my god.
Whitaker could get
That'd be so funny,
dude.
Chinned. Seeing Whitaker do the chicken dance against Jake Paul would be so funny. Oh, man. But no, I knew Mike Perry was going to lose. I know that you don't. Now, I didn't know this was a big problem that I have, but I did pick Jake Paul by decision. I thought he was going to. Yeah, see? But I thought he was going to win.
Mike Perry is tough as fuck. Mike Perry's
that's
tough,
what
so
I thought he was just going to get.
Sense.
I thought it was going to be like the Nate Diaz fight. He was going to clown around a bit and just waste time, but Jake Paul was just not having any of that. But dude, listen, there's a lot of UFC fighters I would think Jake Paul beats. Like, I agree with you. I hate the people that they're such fake, like, MMA fans. Like, like, you could convince them, like, they would try and convince you, like, Matt Schnell would beat Jake Paul because he's in the UFC. Yeah. He's like a UFC fighter. Like, dude, he's a top 10 ranked fighter, bro. He'd eat fucking Jake Paul alive. It's like, no. He'd be a dead man walking. But yeah, I think it's a good shout that Strickland would beat him because he actually has defense in boxing. I think Alex Pereira would obviously finish him.
Dude, let me read you a fucking comment, dude. Let me read you a comment. Hold on. Hold on. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This guy commented on Full Violence. I would bet the entire U.S. national debt. Oh, wait, no, he said that the fight never happens. Okay, never mind. I thought he was going to say that Alex Pereira wins. My bad, guys. I fumbled that one big time. This guy said 50-50 fight. This is what I'm talking about. This guy on Instagram says 50-50 fight. And a response to him with, like, that totally ratios him is just laughing emojis. 185 likes. Laughing emojis, ratio. Let me try to find some other comments. Let's see. Okay, there's actually some hardcore fans in here. This guy said, what will you Pereira fans' excuses be after Jake Paul demolishes him? Actually, that's a hardcore take. I think it's more of a hardcore take. Hold on. I think it's more of a hardcore take to pick Jake Paul than it is to pick Pereira. Pereira's a casual take, dude. It's a casual pick. Am I wrong in saying that? I can't be so wrong in saying that, dude. What do you think? All right, this guy just muted himself. I don't know why he is muted right now. Let me try to find some other comments. If he dies, he dies. There's an Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies in the Instagram comment sections, dude. I'm telling you, it's a hardcore take. It's a hardcore pick to go with Jake Paul. More hardcore than it is to go with Alex Pereira.
Yo. Why is my mic not fucking working? Am I back?
You're back,
hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I'm back. What the fuck, man?
But do you get what I'm saying?
They tried to silence me, dude.
It's kind of a hardcore take to go with Jake Paul. It's a little bit more hardcore.
That's the real. Yeah, I like being the friend. I love pissing off my coach by telling him that Jake Paul's gonna flatline KO Mike Tyson because my coach is a bit of an old head. And he was trying to tell me Mike Tyson's going to win. I was like, Jake Paul will send him flying out of the ring. Like, he will KO him, like, comedically, bro. I can't wait, dude. Jake Paul's gonna beat him.
It's kind of like the Paddy Pimblett thing. Everyone says Jake Paul's trash, but he's better than people think. He's better than.
But he's not so good that it's like he's gonna be a world champ. Like that's when you're a fake hardcore when you're like, dude, Jake Paul's gonna be champ, dude.
All right,
he's not a good boxer, but he's better than UFC fighters.
Right. I don't know if I could name more than 10 that beat Jake Paul. I'm gonna try. I mean, maybe we could try to name 10. I think UFC Alex fighters? Is one. I think Aspinall for sure.
Yeah, Aspinall. Yeah. True. JDM beats him.
JDM 100%. Could maybe beat him. Yeah, I'd say beats him. Maybe MVP. MVP would be a tough matchup. MVP would be a nightmare matchup.
I don't know. He lost to Mike Perry, dude. I don't know. I
know it's like MVP has a bit of the KSI style. You know, just dart in, throw the right hand, clinch him up. I could see him maybe pulling off that style against Jake Paul, but obviously being a lot more effective. Gone. I don't know if Gone. I think Gone is too big for him. I'd probably
Francis
pick
Ngannou beats him. Francis Ngannou beats him.
Yeah, obviously, a lot of the heavyweights could probably beat him. Derek Lewis probably beats him.
Shamil Gaziev?
Light heavyweights.
What do you reckon?
I think Shamil, you know, the thing is, people underrate Shamil. He did outbox Martin Budai, and people kind of forget that.
Dude, Shamil's actually kind of good. I was just thinking about that the other day. He's actually kind of good. I know he's like a meme. He's actually kind of good for a heavyweight.
He is good. He actually is, and people got to put respect on his name. I'm going to do
an hour-long breakdown.
Dude, he will end up ranked. I mean, listen, if Marcin Tybura is ranked, let me pull up the heavyweight rankings. We got to talk about Shamil Gaziev. It's not just a meme anymore. I actually think Shamil the Blob Gaziev will be ranked. Tybura is ranked. Who are the other fighters that are ranked? Spivak is ranked.
Oh my god!
There's some horrible, atrocious, talentless fighters that are ranked at heavyweight.
Tai Tuivasa, I think Shamil beats him right now. Shamil beats him, dude.
Shamil beats Tai Tuivasa. I agree. I think he takes him down, twists him up into a pretzel. He probably engulfs him. Jairzinho Rozenstruik, Romanov. I think he beats Romanov. Once you get to Romanov, that's literally Shamil the Blob without striking. Like Shamil, I want to see
Shamil versus Romanov, bro. That'd be the widest fight ever, dude. That'd be the biggest fight in UFC history, bro.
Shamil versus Romanov.
Dude, that'd be huge.
Fight to make after Maze. He's got to get past Maze though. Maze is tricky though.
Maze is a crafty bet, bro.
Maze is very crafty.
Can I just say, bro, your fucking brain rot has like infested my sense of humor, bro. I cannot stop just feeling like, oh man, crafty bet, man. It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Bro, I'm telling you, dude. We've got the best. I've got the best brain rot, man. I've got the best
fucking bullshit, man. Dude.
Shamil the Blob is fighting next week, guys. We have 2 amazing cards back to back. People are spamming L-Man in the comments.
Finally, we've got some good cards.
We got to talk about Adesanya and DDP, though, because I heard you mention that you think Izzy's going to knock DDP out. I actually am confident that DDP wins. I'm confident that DDP wins. And I'll say this, and this is not just me trying to come up with a hot take. I think Dricus Du Plessis outstrikes Izzy on the feet.
Dude, come on, man.
I think he outstrikes him on the feet. What's your take on the fight? How you see it playing out?
Listen, bro. I know that you don't like Izzy. I get it. Okay, we listen. I'm not rooting for Israel Adesanya. Let me make that clear, because people kind of construe picking somebody for like rooting for them. Like there's people that I'm definitely rooting for that I'm not even picking, right? But I just think people forget that the UFC. I sound like a crazy person. The UFC is like scripted sometimes. Like it is literally like a storyline, and I just think Israel Adesanya knocking out Dricus Du Plessis is going to happen. And we're going to get Izzy versus Strickland 2. We're going to get, I just feel like Izzy's going to come in with that weird aggressive energy that he had against Alex Pereira 2. He seems like on edge. He seems like really like dialed in. He's not doing his bullshit that he usually does. And I just feel like the way that Dricus fights is finally going to catch up to him. Like how goofy he looks. And we're always kind of like, oh, fuck, it doesn't look right. Even though it's effective. It just looks wrong. Like it looks easy to counter, even though it's not. He's very aggressive. He has good cardio. I'm not going to hold the cardio thing against him anymore. He proved it against Strickland. The grappling is interesting. I think he is going to be able to take down Izzy, but I just see Izzy leaning back, countering one of his big goofy overhands, left hook on the chin, drops him, hits the fucking Wakanda Forever over him, gets on the mic, cuts a pro. I showed him where he's really from. Trust. That's going to happen.
Bro, the speech is gonna be worse than the dance.
Can you not just see it though?
Worse than the dance.
Can you not?
I mean, listen, I could see the celebration. That's the celebration of nightmares. I could see it. I could see the celebration. I can see the celebration, but I just think Dricus is a little bit too much for him on the feet. I think that Dricus' output... Is he round 2 KO? It's got to be in the first 2 because he can't pull it off in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
I know that, man.
He's never been able to do it. That is true. I just think, listen, you say Dricus can't be a good coach. I think Dricus would be a good coach. I think Dricus would be a great coach. And the reason is because you have to learn how to do things the unorthodox way. You have to learn how to punch with your thumb in your hand. Right? You have to learn how to throw punches like Captain Underpants.
But to close your eyes.
I think, listen, I think the Dricus Du Plessis, I think he's going to be so awkward on the feet for Adesanya. And I think his pressure is going to be so weird. He's going to be mixing in the takedowns. I think we're going to see Adesanya break out into a cold sweat. Not a cold sweat. I think he's going to have the same look that he had at the end of the Sean Strickland round 1, where it looked like he had just ran a marathon. Like he was drenched. Adesanya was drenched. He had this like nervous look on his face. I think that Dricus's pressure is weird. I think Dricus's physicality is different. I think he hits like a truck. And I also think that Adesanya, yes, you're right. He's putting a lot of pressure on himself to win this fight. And like that could be a good thing. He could be fired up. You know, he'll come in with the dog collar. He'll be going in dark and all that stuff. It could work. But if things get out of hand, like if he's losing moments early, I honestly think Adesanya is the type of guy that can kind of get frustrated. And
I agree.
I don't think he's going to break, but I think he's the type of guy to kind of just get frustrated and cope mid-fight is the kind of
Yeah, he does do that. He does do that.
I think Adesanya might start coping mid-fight. Like
the only
just have
thing
this like frustrated look on his face. I don't even know how to describe like
no, I get exactly
how
what
he's going to fight.
I get exactly what you mean, dude. Even fights that he's winning, like you can just see that he's kind of like pretending that he's not bothered by like even like Marvin Vittori's
like pretending that he's not pissed that he's like not the
finishing
KO
Marvin.
So far.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
That people are starting to fall asleep in the stands. Exactly.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and he's trying to pretend like he doesn't really care. But I think against Dricus Du Plessis, it's like I don't know. It's really hard to put such a technical like he's gonna win the outside foot battle because a lot of it just comes down to like how I feel about the matchup. Like I just cannot picture Dricus Du Plessis finishing him in Australia. I don't know why. I just feel like Israel Adesanya is going to have a great performance because he always has like a shit performance, then he has a good performance right after. And I think when I'm looking at the pattern of Israel Adesanya's fighting career, in a fight like this is like the prime Izzy. He comes back. People, you almost have forgot. Like this is the prime Izzy reminding everybody how good he is performance and we get the annoying glazers being like, see guys, he's the best.
Right. No, that's true. That's true. I mean, to be fair, we did see the Saw Izzy against Pereira where he lost. I mean, we've seen Izzy amped up a few times and he's lost, but it's usually the mellow Adesanya that gets, dominated. It's the mellow Izzy against Strickland. It's the mellow Izzy against Blachowicz. It's the mellow Izzy against Yoel when he's acting
because
like
against
it's all good.
Costa and against Pereira, he
had a chip on his shoulder.
He has that weird aggressive energy, even when he's kind of quiet, but he still seems really aggressive. He always comes in with the fucking boob. He comes in with the round 2 knockout, ready to go. I think against Dricus, if the takedowns don't come immediately, like if they don't come early in round 1, I can really see him having better range control than Dricus is ready for. Like, I think he has weird power that people don't really acknowledge because you can see a lot of fighters kind of go tentative when they start fighting him. Like Jared Cannonier, obviously Marvin Vittori as well. He's a fucking marauder. Even he was trying to be like technical with him after a couple of rounds. Paulo Costa completely shit the bed against him. I think that was the alcohol, but still, dude. I don't know. I just feel like
Izzy by vibes. Izzy by vibes.
That's I cannot explain it. I cannot explain in any other way than I just get the vibes that Izzy's gonna flatline KO Dricus. I don't know. And then he's gonna have a shit performance in his next fight. This is how he does it, bro. This is how he rolls.
I think Dricus is the worst type of guy for Izzy to I think Dricus is the worst dude to pick against if you're picking Izzy based on vibes. Because Dricus, listen, I know he's a bit of a gaslighter. I know he's clever in some ways, but Dricus Du Plessis is a bit of a simpleton as well. He's got a big blockhead. He's kind of like a jock. Nothing gets to him. Dricus is nothing. He's gets like
an evolved Marvin Vittori, bro. He's an evolved.
He's a slightly evolved Vittori. I can't see Adesanya's games getting to Dricus because Dricus, all he cares about is just winning.
No, but I don't think he's playing any game. I don't think he has any games for Dricus. He's literally just like He's like, I'm not doing any of this bullshit. I'm just coming to fight this guy. He's like, I don't give a fuck about the belt.
I think Izzy's mad at Dricus, though. I think
that's true.
Dricus
he does seem aggressive.
And I don't like that for Adesanya, who breaks a sweat after 3 minutes of losing to Sean Strickland.
I don't know,
and then he starts
you know what I
can see Dricus teeing off on him up against the fence. And Izzy looking to the crowd and doing this thing, the time thing. I could see Izzy coping even if Dricus has dominated the fight, even if he is currently dominating the fight.
Hello? Oh, there we go. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Bro, you know what I picture very vividly? Let me take you back. Peyton Talbot versus Cameron Simon. Running in for the exchange, check left hook, boom, out. I really see that. I see that exact sequence. I feel like Israel Adesanya is bigger now too. I feel like that's going to play a little bit of a factor that people aren't really talking about. Like, he is physically filled out a little bit more. You can see it in his training footage. You can see it in the way that he's training. Plus, he does have a boob. Let's not ignore the fact that he has a boob now. Are we going to ignore that? He has one.
I mean, he does have a boob
in training camp. That's a sign. That's a sign that we need to acknowledge in this fight. But yeah, I just feel like the striking of Dricus Du Plessis, if he really tries to put the pressure on Izzy and he's kind of like, I'm not going to say overconfident, but if he comes in kind of guns blazing, I can definitely see him being countered. I can definitely see him being hurt more than he's expecting, because he's talking about Izzy as if he's about to retire. I feel like Dricus is a little bit cocky as well going into this matchup, which makes sense. He's on a great run. He's beat great guys. Like, he should be confident.
Dude, I just saw the finish. I just saw the Peyton Talbot finish over Simon.
Can you not see Izzy just kind of leaning back like in round 2 after like kind of a competitive fight? Just boom.
Yeah,
I just see it.
It could happen, but I also think that I think once Dricus gets the momentum in the fight, I think if he gets the momentum, I don't think Izzy gets it back, because
he does lose momentum quick people early.
He loses momentum. Dricus, he lost a little bit of momentum against Till.
He gains it quick and he loses it quick. Like, it's big swings when Dricus fights. Like, it's either he comes out guns blazing, he's winning, and then holy fuck, he got reversed. Now he's losing the fight against Darren Till, right? Darren Till was countering him like crazy as well. I feel like people don't talk about that.
People are saying that I'm biased. Like, I don't think I'm biased for picking against Izzy. I think that if you look at Adesanya's career, I mean, the check left hook, why couldn't that happen against, I was going to say Vettori. Vittori's got a crazy chin. Dricus is a good chin too. Why can't that shit happen against Cannonier? I mean, Cannonier's a little bit technical, but what about, there's like a million fighters. And the truth is, Dricus is sloppy. That is true. Like, Dricus is
that's
what
sloppy. I'm saying, dude.
Dricus is sloppy. But the thing is, though, I just see, volume. I see the takedowns. I see the physicality. I see the mental game. I see Dricus winning the mental game. I think that if anyone faces adversity early, if Izzy faces the adversity early, I should say, I think it's going to get real bad for him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree on that. But I think, man, the thing with Dricus' style...
Yeah. But one more thing that I was going to say is Dricus, I think his defense is going to be improved for this one, because against Strickland, for example, his defense was not the same as his defense against Whitaker. He held a higher guard when he was fighting Whitaker because he had to prepare for the head kicks and all that. And I also just don't think he respected Sean Strickland. So he's like throwing body kicks with his chin right in the air. I think that Dricus is a very smart fighter. I think his ability to game plan is very good. And I think that he will be able to have better defense in this fight. So maybe that
he does have good game. I get what you're saying. He does have a good game plan, even though he kind of fights pretty goofy. Like, he does know what he's doing. Like, he does mix things up well. He's a good fighter. He's got good fight IQ. The thing with Dricus' style is, I just see one day he's gonna lose and have a really shit. Like, it's gonna get exposed somehow and end up looking as bad. Like, when he first showed up in the UFC, every single fight, people were like, bro, he's gonna get exposed in this matchup. Like, his striking is weird. He's got a goofy style. I know that this was pre-nose surgery, but I still feel like the way that he strikes, I feel like a technical striker like Adesanya is the type of matchup where he just suddenly, it doesn't work and it just looks as stupid. It turns out to be as stupid as it looks. Even though I think Dricus is a great fighter, I can definitely see him beating Izzy, especially with the wrestling. I was watching Izzy versus Rob Wilkinson, and bro, he got taken down like 5 times. That was a bit concerning. But yeah, I think Izzy by vibes is my prediction. I think Izzy's going to KO this guy, bro. I feel like all this shit, somehow Izzy's going to counter him with a perfect kind of check hook or a right hand in round 2. He's going to put him down, and he's never going to KO anybody like that again. He's going to have a close fight in his next matchup. This is what Izzy does, bro. Good performance, bad performance, good performance, bad performance. It's how he rolls, man. And the 35 curse doesn't apply at middleweight. That's another thing that makes me think it's not really a big factor, the fact that he's had such a layoff. It's probably good for him, honestly, considering how active he was.
Yeah, 35 curse, that's only lightweight and below.
Yeah, bro, he's good. He's good.
I've been saying Anderson Silva's losses aren't as like permissible as people think. Like it is statistically permissible for Anderson Silva to lose at 38, but you know, it's statistically permissible for Volk to lose at 35. It doesn't mean it's not a loss, right? I mean, that's something that I wanted to bring up because I always kind of say that, you know, when we're talking about the GOAT list, Anderson Silva's losses, well, they're not bad because he lost when he was old, but 38 for middleweight, that's basically like 30, that's like 35 for featherweight. It's not that old, right? Alex Pereira is how old? How old is Pereira? 37, 36?
37, bro. Yeah.
Let's check his age. Oh, he's 37.
Just turned
37. Okay. If Alex Pereira is 37, I mean, listen, you can't tell me that in a year he's like this totally different fighter. I mean, of course, anything can happen if he fights 3 times, he gets KO'd 3 times, he's a different guy. But I think just physically, assuming he wouldn't fight 3 times and get KO'd 3 times, I don't think he would just fall off of a cliff physically in a year at 38.
Somebody said Bro wants to make it about Volk. Bro wants to make it about Volk.
Wants to make it about Volk.
Volk just
I'm always trying to big up Volkanovski's resume. I'm always trying to big up his resume.
Volk's the GOAT, dude. Dude, read the donos, bro. Somebody just said read donos.
There's a bunch of donos.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, sorry, let me pull up some of the donos.
I got you guys. W bedtime, dude. I got you guys.
Read donos. Stop gooning to bedtime. The fame really got to you. Thank you. Well, the thing is, during the stream, if we always pause to read the chat, then we wouldn't be able to discuss this stuff. But
never get the discussion
done,
guys.
Thank you for the $5. I appreciate the $5. Zooted MMA, thank you for the $5. Bedtime. Okay, this guy says he's finna fill you out.
Okay,
glazing,
thanks.
Izzy.
What the fuck, dude?
That's very strange.
Don't say shit like that to me, man.
Everything Lucas says is just varying degrees of roundabout ways to glaze Volk. That's hilarious. Thank you for the 15 months membership. That is pretty funny. Yeah, shit. We're talking about Adesanya versus DDP. How does that affect Volkanovski's legacy,
How does this affect Volk's legacy, bro?
Thank you for the $5. Zooted MMA, Lucas Real Spill. I speak for the people when I say this. We got to do a 360 starfish spread of those. Okay.
Bro.
Thank you for the $5.
Come on, guys.
That ain't going to happen.
Guys, serious questions only, guys.
Hard to bet against Izzy. He got that dog in him. True.
See? Come on, dude.
There we go. Pig's wall fell and he won't fix it. My wall fell?
Not you. No, they're not talking about you, bro.
I don't think he's talking about me.
I don't know who he's talking about.
People forget, man. Thank you for the 10 months membership, Owen. Thank you for the $2, Zooted. Shamil without striking is just MMA guru. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Guru's wrestling is at Shamil's levels. Shamil, people forget, is literally a volleyball player.
Running into the cage.
He's running into the cage head first, missing his target.
Multi-sport athlete Shamil Gaziev, bro. How did he end up in MMA from volleyball? I would love to interview Shamil Gaziev.
I mean, I've been trying to interview him, bro. Shamil, I'm friends with him. I'm tight with Shamil, but he's busy. He's got a training camp.
He said you're a small heavyweight.
Lucas, this $5 is for Bedtime the GOAT. Thank you, William Davis.
Yeah, don't worry, guys.
Ask Bedtime Paddy versus Ludovic Klein who wins. That's actually a good question.
That's a really bad matchup for Paddy Pimblett. Yeah, Paddy Pimblett's not taking that one. When he beats Bobby Green, he's not fighting guys like Ludovic Klein if he knows what's good for him.
Ludovic Klein
I'm not delusional
is
here, bro.
the dark horse of the
He's pretty nasty with
right now. Shamil been training at the basketball court. Literally, he's only training at the basketball court.
I sent you that video, bro. This guy's on the basketball court every fucking day running laps, dude. He doesn't even, what is he doing?
Yeah.
Imagine Shamil being the center for your team, bro.
He's you know, there's plenty of videos of Shamil at the basketball court, man, and he's like sniffing plants and he's like finding new plants. Have you seen this video of Shamil sniffing plants at the basketball court?
Yes, dude.
Oh my goodness,
I love
man.
Shamil,
you saw that
bro.
shit? It's
yes,
hilarious,
bro.
Man.
I saw
he's a great guy.
Shamil's
funny.
I saw Shamil doing the Kevin Gates dance as well.
Like Kevin Gates dance?
You know, Lucas, do the Kevin Gates dance for the chat.
I have no idea what Kevin Gates dance is.
You beat your chest like a gorilla and then you like point to yourself.
I'm not doing the Kevin D. I
Bro,
ain't doing the
come on, dude. You gotta do that
this shit.
Yeah,
no.
The
Kevin
you
Gates
had half
stance,
of it.
bro.
You gotta go bang over it, and then you like point your like the Showtime thumb point to yourself, like down. No, like the Showtime.
That's
Lucas,
that's gonna be the Kevin Gates stance, guys. I ain't gonna perfect the Kevin Gates stance.
Chat knows what it is.
Ask Bedtime when the face reveal is happening. He said if Belal wins, right?
Brother, if Belal Muhammad win this fight, I'm doing face reveal, bro. All right, but probably for 50K if Belal doesn't win. I'll do it for 50K.
Why is the AI chat summary calling Lucas Flucus? Because that's the name, bro.
That's what they call him, bro.
More people call me Flucus.
I'm sorry about that, man. I see that everywhere, bro. I feel responsible for that.
Thank you for the $10. MMA Guru was in here. Yes, the Paddy propaganda is working, he says. That's what I was saying. That interview's got people changing their minds.
Dude, come on, man.
That 200,000 view interview, bro. I'm telling you, people are starting to go with Paddy. Thank you for the $5. Globe Trekker. If DDP and Strickland were copy-pasted as champs in the Silva era, you would point them out as examples of trash that wouldn't survive in the modern era. That is, I don't know, man, because if DDP was fighting in the Silva era, he'd probably KO Anderson Silva or take him down and beat his ass.
Dude.
That's the difference. Strickland would outbox Anderson Silva. I think Strickland would literally outbox Anderson Silva. I think Silva's a lower output guy. If he doesn't get the KO, Strickland wins. In my opinion.
Dude,
I think both
the
those
thing
guys
with all
beat
the
Silva,
goats
so we would not be talking about them like they're cans.
Yeah, I agree. But the thing with all the GOATs from previous eras were like they were just ahead of their time. Like they're just fighters that look like our fighters today. Back then. So it's not really it's like, oh my god, this guy was amazing. It was like, look at the comp that they were fighting. I feel like they would all fit in the modern era, but I don't think they would be like the GOAT of the sport. They'd be having competitive fights with all these guys.
Silva would be good. Silva would be good. I just would he be champ is the question.
Yeah, like Silva was competitive with Izzy when he was like 37, 38.
Yeah.
Like when he fought him. Like, yeah, I think if he was in his prime, he would have done well, but I don't think he'd be like 16 wins in a row.
If DDP and Strickland, we already read this. What does Max need to do to become the GOAT? Also, break down how a fight between you and Bedtime would go. Jones' resume is overrated. I mean, obviously, I KO Bedtime.
Obviously, I'd submit Lucas Tracy with a twister. We know this.
Listen, Bedtime, you got the grappling advantage, right? You got the grappling advantage. We all know that.
And the striking advantage.
Does that really work in the real world,
and the frame advantage, and the fight IQ advantage, and the... I mean, what else?
I don't know about the... Wait, did you just say the strength advantage?
No, the frame advantage. I got a longer frame.
Advantage.
I'm 6 foot, bro. I got reach on you, bro.
You're frame like, what, advantage.
5'3", 5'2"?
I'm about 5'10", 5'9".
Okay.
About
so 5'5". Yeah, so I got the reach advantage. You got Paulo Costa arms,
dude, I ain't 5'5", homie.
You got the Paulo Costa build, bro.
I got the T-Rex arms, dude. I got 79-inch reach. Is not crazy, man. It's I got like 79-inch reach.
You built like Brian Kelleher, dog. I'm coming out there with the Cody Gibson frame on you, dog.
Bro, I think that, listen, in a real fight, people just don't know how it's gonna go because this ain't one of these, Muay Thai smokers, man.
Hey, bro, I'm not in the smokers, bro. I'm not doing smoke. I'm not like MMA, bro. I'm not fighting with headgear and fucking shin pads, dude. I'm fighting for real.
Hey, man, I think that in a Muay Thai fight, I think we know I win. In an MMA fight, maybe Bedtime can pull it off. Boxing, I win.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Bedtime MMA, dude. He's MMA,
dude. Maybe in a muzz-off, you might beat me, bro. I don't know about that. I don't know about fucking Muay Thai, dude.
I think
I'd chop up your legs, bro. I'd chop up your leg. Yeah, you got me in the muzz-off, dude. But yeah, I'm chopping up the legs.
What are your best techniques?
Dude, my overhand right, you're actually going to sleep, dude. 4-ounce gloves, you're sleeping in the overhand right, bro. My overhand right is nasty, bro. And my check left hook, yeah, it's actually nasty. I'll send you a video of it after this, bro. Dude, I got to check. My check left hook is clean as well. I got good body shots as well. One left hand to the body. Be turtled up on the fucking canvas, bro. You know yourself, bro.
I don't know, man. I think those are all great. But I don't know if you're ready for the roundhouse kicks, man. I've got some nasty roundhouse kicks.
Come on, man. Who would you compare your fighting style to?
I'm one of these kickboxers that obviously I never had good hands. I can knock anyone out, but hands aren't that good. The roundhouse kicks were always UFC level. You could put me in there with Rafael Fiziev, and I'm going.
So who's your player comp in the UFC? Who's your comparison, bro?
I'd say Fiziev roundhouse kicks, probably.
Bro, your Fiziev,
I've got like Fiziev roundhouse kicks.
Bro, come on, man.
I've got Fiziev roundhouse kicks, I would say.
Damn.
No, But really, though, I would say player, if I were to do a comparison, I'd say, like, you know how Topuria kicks Volkanovski? He's got like a lot of sting on him, and Volk does the 360 because, the kick is crazy. I'd be like Topuria low kicks, Fiziev roundhouse kicks. Boxing, I'll go with Paulo Costa T-Rex arms boxing.
Oh yeah,
I've got shit boxing.
Chat, what do you guys think Lucas fights like? Like, put in chat who you guys think Lucas would fight like. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat, guys. Bedtime Belal impression about fighting Lucas. Sorry, but somebody just donated. Dude, I beat Lucas in the striking, in the grappling, in the wrestling. I beat him everywhere. I literally beat this guy everywhere, dude. This guy's a bum, dude. Dude, I literally beat this guy. Lost to Kenny Okoye, dude. I beat this guy everywhere, dude.
Kenny Okoye, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I cooked Kenny in the debate.
Nah, you actually did beat, dude. My win over you in the last debate aged so well because you beat Kenny, bro. I appreciate it, man. You added to my
Bedtime
legacy.
MMA has 2 amateur bouts and thinks he's a tough guy.
Hey, I have 4. Okay, get that straight, bro. All right, that's why I'm a tough guy because I have 4, not 2. All right, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, 5. Sorry.
They're saying
5.
I fight like Jim Miller. Actually, Jim Miller's may actually be realistic. I could probably fight like Jim Miller and
you got the Jim.
in the UFC.
Somebody said Artem Lobov. Somebody said
Lobov.
Yeah, somebody said. Hey, that's what they're saying in the chat. Somebody said Schnell. Juliana Pena. Are these good comparisons? I mean, Juliana Pena is a UFC champion. That's a good comp, right?
Pena? Pena's got some decent... She's tough. She's definitely a tough cookie. She's got some decent hands. But I'd say that I'm probably 100 times better than that. Probably 100 times better than Pena. Lyman good. Lyman good. Only real hardcores know him.
Real ones know Lyman
Worley
good.
Alves,
oh, yeah.
but slower. Trevor Peak.
Yeah. Trevor Peak.
Got Trevor Peak.
No, man. Listen, dude. I think me versus you would be like Sean Strickland versus Paulo Costa, dude. I think I would just walk you down and just kind of, I'd let you coast to a decision. Like I wouldn't want to like disappoint the fans and like end the fight early. I think I'd coast a little bit. I'd hit you with the teep just to let you know, like, hey, man, it's gonna be all right. A couple of jabs, a couple of right hands. End of the rounds, I might make it exciting, but otherwise,
I don't think you'd be allowed to coast, man. I'd probably. The real way I would actually fight someone that trains is I'd probably just try to KO them as fast as possible.
Dude, but what happens when you can't?
KO'd, but
no, but I'm not gonna KO you. I'm gonna let you gas out, and then I'm gonna coast.
I don't know. You gotta have some real technique to weather the storm.
I'm gonna do the Joe Rogan. I just put my hands up, block. Oh, is that all you got? And then it's over for you. You're stuck in round 4. You don't want to quit on the stool because then that's gonna look bad. So. It's kind of a genius fight strategy here, man. I'm a crafty veteran at this point.
Crafty vet.
3-2 in Muay Thai. I mean, I'm a crafty vet, bro. I'm a journeyman. I've been all over the shop. I'm on JDM run right now.
All right, well, guys, I actually got to get going.
Damn.
I got to go somewhere. I got to get going. I got to get out of here, but we are going to end the live. All right.
Lucas is busy, man. Damn, this guy's a celebrity,
busy,
bro.
I'm busy, bro. I got to get going. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Bedtime MMA. Shout out to Bedtime MMA. Check out his channel. You guys already know his channel.
Shout out to chat. Thank you guys for coming as well. I appreciate you guys.